You've probably seen AI hallucinate by now. It invents books that don't exist. It fabricates quotes from people who never said them. It makes up court cases, scientific papers, historical events, confidently, fluently, and completely wrong. Most of the time you can check. You can Google the quote. You can look up the case, and you can verify. But what happens when AI starts making things up about the physical world, about where things are? How do you fact check a coastline? I asked AI to make some maps. At first glance, they look like maps. Clean lines, nice colors, professional. Then you look closer. This border doesn't go there. This coastline doesn't exist. This isn't even a real place. The AI just made it up. Researchers found the same thing. Asked for a map of Michigan, you get Michigan with a bonus territory to the east. Asked for Japan, you get extra land to the west. Places that don't exist, drawn with total confidence. And here's a detail that should bother you. Ask the same AI the same question twice, and you get two completely different maps. Different borders, different shapes, different labels. It can't even be consistently wrong. But honestly, that's the least interesting part of this. These AI systems aren't making maps. They're making pictures of maps. They've seen millions of map images, and they're very good at generating something that looks like one, but they have zero understanding of what they're producing. And that matters because a map isn't a picture of geography. A map is a set of decisions about geography. Let me show you what I mean. See this label right here? Someone put it there instead of here because at this scale, both of these features can't be labeled without one of them becoming unreadable. So someone had to choose which one matters more. That's not a technical problem, that's a judgment call. This ocean is this shade of blue and not a darker one, because if it's too dark, it competes with the land masses and your eye doesn't know where to go first. That's a decision about what the map is for. This whole region right here, there are a dozen small cities that could have been labeled. 3 were picked. The other 9 are gone. Not because they don't matter, but because putting all 12 on a printed map at this scale turns it into noise. None of that is automated. None of it is obvious. Every inch of this map is the result of someone asking, what does the person looking at this actually need to see? And then making a call. That's what the AI doesn't do. It skips the deciding and goes straight to the drawing. And the drawing was never the hard part, but the errors, the fake coastlines, the invented countries. Those actually are the easy problem. You can spot them if you know where to look. The harder problem is one you can't see. AI learns from what it's been fed, and what it's been fed is the internet, which is overwhelmingly Western, overwhelmingly English, and overwhelmingly shaped by the Mercator projection. You already know what Mercator does. The AI has absorbed all of that, so it doesn't just make random errors, it makes our errors, the same ones cartographers have been trying to correct for decades. And it does it at a speed and scale no human mapmaker ever could. One researcher asked an AI for a physical map of North Korea. Just the terrain, no politics in the prompt at all. It came back covered in North Korean flags. The machine had absorbed opinions about geography that nobody asked it to have. It doesn't know that it has a point of view, but it does. And now it gets worse. Those AI-generated maps, the ones with the wrong coastlines and the inherited biases, they end up online. And the next generation of AI trains on them. And the generation after that trains on those. Researchers at the University of Washington have a name for this. They call it GeoAI collapse. Each cycle, the maps degrade a little more. Each cycle, the errors compound, but they still look like maps. Nobody catches it because there's no cartographer checking anymore, just machines learning from machines. And the tools that generate these maps can be built by anyone. You don't need to know anything about cartography to deploy one. The expertise has been removed from the process entirely. I don't know where this goes. I don't know if AI maps get better from here or worse. I don't know if people will learn to notice the difference or if the fast, free, close enough version just wins. What I do know is that every map we've printed in this shop started with a human being deciding what mattered. And I think that matters, even if I can't tell you exactly why yet.